Blessings, dear pastors. Today we are going to learn how to create forms. These forms are used for various purposes. For example, when we want contact information, we can create a form for our congregants to fill out that information. Or also for requests. We can create forms for them to request a specific service such as baptism, like prayer, like counseling, and so on. We are going to do it from the Church Tech panel. For this, we are going to enter our main menu and we are going to choose the second option, Build. Build. We are going to click here and we are going to go to the last option, Forms Builder. We click there. And here then, in the screen, we are going to observe those forms that have already been created. For example, a contact form, a counseling form, a prayer form, a baptism form, an in-person visit form, or a registration form, a congress form. Just to give you a better view, okay? To those who are already created, here we have these little buttons. If I click on this first button, it is to observe the form, okay? Who have registered, which people have filled out that form. Well, here we see that nobody has entered anything. The second option is to put the form in editing, that is, to edit it. And here we see that this is what it looks like. This is the form. And if we go to the second option, we can change it, right? Several options. The third option here is to be able to share the link to that form or the QR code so that it can be filled out. And finally, we have this option here, which is to delete the form, that form. In other words, maybe this form has already been used. It has already its purpose, so we simply delete it with this last option. Well, since we know what we know what we have here in our main page, we are going to learn how to create the form. For this, we will go to this little button of creation of form. Where is this one more of green color? And here we are going to observe on this side the buttons for the creation, and on this other side how my form is being visualized. Okay, then in the general information we are going to complete with the name. In this case, we are going to put that it is a prayer request form. Okay, we are going to copy this same title and paste it down here. And from there, we are going to observe how it is created here next to it. This third option is to be able to put the message that is going to be at the end, when the person already sends the form, so that a little message appears there. This is where we put that message of gratitude. For example, we are going to put, "Thank you for your request." That's fine. Then let's go to this second option up here, this second tab, which is called Inputs. And the inputs are nothing more than the questions or the items that this form is going to have. Then I click on Add Input. Select an input, click here. Below, there are some that by nature are already created, such as name, last name, telephone, email, message. But if I want to create a form with other items that are not the ones that are here, I will click on Add Input. I will click on Add New. And here I will select the option. If that item, the answer is going to be a phone number, the answer is going to be an email, the answer is going to be a text, here I have to choose. In my case, I'm going to choose a text because as it is a request, I want them to write me what they need or what they want to pray for. Then, at the level, we are going to put the question here. Here I am going to put, or the items right here, prayer request. And I can put 2 dots. Or I can put your request. Let's put request. Write your prayer request here. And fill in these two and save it. Automatically, we will see how it is being observed. If I want to add more inboxes or more questions, I click here and do the same process. If I need this question to be answered, yes or yes, then I click here. It means that it is mandatory. If not, I remove the little visit there. If I want to move the order, I have this third option to move the order of the questions or items. Or inboxes that we have created. Okay, now if I want to edit it, this one here I want to, for example, here's a letter that I missed, or maybe here's a tilde that I missed, I click here. No, if maybe nothing appears, I close it and click again. And then it will appear. Then you will be able to edit it here. It will be modified here. If I want to change something, I will do it here. I will do it. If I want to, I save it. And if not, I simply put it in the X here. Okay, so in my case, I'm only going to put one. I'm going to delete the input at the bottom so that it stays like this. And the last button option is to modify this one here. No. The text that this button is going to have, I want to put here send, because it is a request. I write it and send it. I do not subscribe because it is not a subscription. The color, I want to put a bluish color to match the little logo that I have up there, which I think is good. And also down here I can decide if the letter is going to be on one side in the center or on the other side, right? Or on the other side, right, left, or in the center. Now that I see my form here and I am totally satisfied, now I click on submit. Okay, or submit, save. And automatically, well, we are going to see that here below it is prayer request. As I mentioned at the beginning, if I want to edit it, right? I want to change something, add something to it. In the second option, this is going to redirect me back to here, to where the editable form was. And also, if I want to share it on these little chains, so I can copy this, if I click here, automatically, well, let's see what it looks like. Here we can have a prayer request. I'm going to put here, pray for my health. Let's see. I will click on send. And automatically, the message that we programmed will come out. Thank you for your request. And that's all, my dear pastors. When someone already sends or fills out the form, how can I see it? What is my inbox? It's very simple. I go to the form, I go to the first option, to the little green eye. I open it and here it will appear. Look, we did not have anything before. Now here we are going to have one. Here is the petition. Pray for my health. Okay? This is where we are going to receive all the petitions. So far, my dear pastors, thank you very much for your attention. May the Lord bless you, and we are always here to serve you.